Hi everyone, it's Brittany from Create Your Future, and in today's video I am going to be answering a question that I get all the time, and that is, well actually it's a two-parter. First question, Brittany, are you sure that it's enough for me to just decide? To just decide who it is I want to be or what it is that I want to experience, and then I just decide that's it? Yes, absolutely it's enough, and I'm going to elaborate on that. But yes, it is enough. You don't have to do anything to manifest. So yes, it's absolutely enough. Second question is, well, how do I navigate through the 3D every single day between the moment that I decide and the moment that my 3D is reflecting back to me what it is that I want to experience? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? How do I live? And it's a great question. I'm absolutely going to answer that and elaborate on that. So first thing that I want you guys to understand is the moment you have a desire, that is an indication to you that it's yours, that you already have it. And why? Why is that? Well, there's infinite realities. There's infinite versions of you. And when you have a desire, so let's say you have a desire to, be financially free. Okay, that's your desire. I have a desire to be financially free, but I'm not experiencing that right now in my 3D. So that's what I'm lacking. That's kind of what we think. But really what it means is, if I have a desire to be financially free, that means in a reality, I am financially free. There is a version of me right now in this moment that is experiencing being financially free. So how do I get there? Well, the only reason you're not experiencing it in the 3D right now is because you're choosing to be aware of not experiencing it. That's it. That's it. So we understand the way that this stuff works. We understand the way reality works. And we say, okay, cool. I'm not experiencing that right now, but I want to. So now that I know that, now that I know it's available to me because the desire is here, I'm choosing that. That's what I'm choosing. So I am deciding that I am financially free. Okay, cool. Now what? Well, I want to first tell you guys, when you make that decision, yes, you can stop right there. You can literally just decide. But I know that there's a lot of people out there who feel that they need more than that. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So this is where techniques come in. You decide that this is who you are now. And then let's say you like visualizing. So you let yourself go within and visualize what that would be like. Great. Let's say you like affirming. So you go ahead and come up with some phrase that feels good to you that implies that you are financially free. If you want to script it, go grab your journal and script out what your life is like now that you are financially free. These are all options. They're not requirements. So if it feels good for you to just decide, like it does for me, then that's enough. Okay, that's enough. So once that experience is had with you, you move on. You live your life. And what does it look like when you're living your life? Well, it's going to be different for everyone, but I want to tell you what it looks like for me. So once I make that decision, I go on about my day. I do whatever I need to be doing in the 3D. You know, I have a life. So I take care of my kids. I spend time with my husband. I do chores, you know, I do all those things. Now, if something comes to me that's telling me, because, you know, I think I explained this in either my last video or the one before that, but where, you know, when you choose this new version of yourself, you choose this new identity, what's going to happen? You're going to have opposing thoughts come in. going to sometimes have opposing feelings come in. And what do you do there? What do you do with that? Well, you let them be. You let them be there. Now, if it feels good to you, you can tell yourself, so happy that's not who I am anymore. You know, it makes me feel good to know that I am financially free, you know, if that feels good for you to say. Or you can say, don't identify with that anymore. Or you can say, don't have to do anything because I already know who I am. I already know I've made this decision. You know, it's up to you. You don't need to say anything if you don't want to. But again, the only thing I don't want you to do is, here we go. Here come the negative thoughts. I knew I could never change. You know, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And even if you do that, you come back to, okay, so I just had an hour of negative thoughts and I entertained those thoughts. But regardless of that, regardless of all of that, I'm still getting what I want. I'm still financially free because I said so. Okay? So that's it. Then again, go on and live your life. Now, in terms of handling 3D conditions, let's say something comes up in your 3D experience that, you know, contradicts your new decision. So keeping with the theme of financial freedom, let's say you go check your mail and in the mail there is an unexpected bill and you're like, oh my gosh, I had all my finances set for the month and now this is here and it's going to mess everything up. Like, ugh, I hate this. Why is this my life? Stop for a minute. Remind yourself, you know what? This is okay. This is okay. I'm gonna make it work. I'll figure it out. But this doesn't affect my manifestation. It doesn't affect who I say I am now. I know a few things. I know, number one, that this experience in the 3D is coming from a past identity, a past decision, or it's a bridge. It's happening for me. It's leading me to my manifestation. So even though this might not feel good right now, I'm choosing to see this as a good thing. I'm choosing to see that this is benefiting me in some way. And guys, I know sometimes that can feel a bit ridiculous to say when you're like, yeah. So having to pay a bill that just came in on, you know, an unexpected bill, an additional $300 that I wasn't expecting to have to pay, how can that be a good thing? How can that mean that I'm becoming financially free? Well, we as human beings love to judge. We love to judge. And we are constantly judging the 3D as good or bad. But nothing in the 3D is good or bad. Nothing. Everything's neutral. Everything's neutral. It's us that gives meanings to things. So yeah, sure, you can choose to see it as a negative, but that's not going to benefit you. So choose to see everything. Choose to see everything in your 3D, regardless of what the human you might think. Choose to see it as a positive anyways. So, you know, I do this with everything. Anytime I'm having a bad day, anytime things go, you know, unexpectedly for me and you know, the human in me sees it as unfavorable, I'll let myself have that little quick knee-jerk reaction. But then I come back and say, okay, hold on a second. I have two options. I can choose to see this as, you know, great, here we go again. Why do I always have problems? Why do bad things always happen to me? Or I can step away from that victim mindset and choose to turn it around and make it work. So yes, I don't know why this is here. I don't know why this unexpected bill is coming. I can pretty much, you know, figure that it's coming from an old identity, but I'm going to choose to see it as a good thing. I'm going to choose to see it as a benefit for me, because everything that's going on in the 3D is a bridge. Everything. even if it looks completely opposite of what you've just decided, choose to see it as a good thing. And this plays into, where when I tell you guys, like, be okay with everything, make peace with the 3D, make peace with where you currently are. And I have a lot of people saying to me, like, why would I do that, Brittany? Like, that's just me accepting things. That's me agreeing to them. And like, wouldn't that keep me stuck in this reality? No, not at all. You are not saying, okay, yes, this is what I want. Okay, yes, this is my life. This is where I'm going to be stuck forever. You're saying, okay, this is where I currently am right now in the 3D, but I know how all of this stuff works. I know that just because the 3D is showing me something, which by the way, I can't even judge because I'm not seeing the full picture because the 3D is an illusion. So it wouldn't even make sense for me to judge this. I don't have all the information. I actually can't judge it. I'm choosing to see it as working out for me. And this, guys, even if, and it's never the case that the 3D is like trying to sabotage you or that the circumstances are going to mess anything up, because the 3D doesn't have its own creative power. The 3D is always waiting on you. It's always reflecting you. So again, if you say, this is horrible, this isn't working out, there's something wrong, let me go back to myself and adjust what I'm doing, the 3D is just following you. So it's like, oh, okay, well, bad, okay, yes, let's give her more of that, more of those things, more of those unfavorable circumstances. That's all that's happening. So instead, nope, don't know why this is happening, but I'm choosing to see it as a positive. I'm choosing to see it as a good thing. Okay, 3D, let me have it. Okay, oh, more good things, more positive things. This is how it works, guys. It's never your job to adjust yourself, ever. And this is such a common question I get. Oh my gosh, my 3D is going crazy. The circumstances are horrible. Like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I have to go back to me. It must be me. It must be me. No, you didn't do anything wrong. You decided. You made the decision. The only thing you could be doing wrong is seeing this as meaning anything. It doesn't mean anything. So again, don't adjust yourself. Just go with the flow. Okay, I see this is going on. Do I love it? No, but I know it's happening for a reason. I know it's working for my benefit. It's happening so I can live this life of financial freedom. I tell you guys, if you just make that tiny little adjustment to the way that you're handling these circumstances and situations, things are going to be amazing. Things are going to start shifting and moving very quickly for you. So it's really, really important to start shifting that perspective. Okay? Okay, so we've touched on what we're doing. We're okay with everything. We're accepting everything because we know it's temporary and it's happening for our benefit. And another question that I get a lot is, well, okay, you know, I was talking to a client and she was saying, I haven't really let myself get excited for my manifestation. And the reason why she said this to me, because I was saying, you know, live in that place of like, yes, this is happening. I'm so excited. Can't wait for this 3D experience to unfold in front of me. Like, this is exciting. This is awesome. And she was just like, well, I haven't done that because I feel like that's implying that I'm not this person then. And it's like, then I'm in the waiting. No, you're not. That's completely different. Waiting implies that, oh, I hope this happens. I'm unsure that it's going to happen. I really, really hope I'm doing everything right, so this will happen. That's waiting. It has nothing to do with you saying, I am right now, or it's going to happen. And, you know, I've done videos on this before, but I know in one particular video, I think a lot of you guys were thinking that I was saying because of what my clients were doing, that it was wrong to say I am going to be, or this is going to happen. No, it's not. It's not the words that you're saying. It's what you're implying behind those words. So with those clients, they were waiting. They weren't sure that this was going to happen. They were hoping they were doing things right. They were just waiting to see if it was going to happen versus, no, I'm not waiting. I'm living my life knowing that this is a done deal, knowing that this is going to be my experience, and I'm getting excited. So you guys see the difference there, right? It's like, and I always use this example, but I think it's just very easy to understand. So when you book a vacation and everything's all set and taken care of, you don't then try to convince yourself that you're on that vacation in this moment right now in the physical world, in the 3D. No, but you do know there's nothing to be done. It's already paid for, it's already booked, everything's set and ready to go, and I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. So while maybe you have a stressful day at work, it's okay because you have something to look forward to. So it's the same thing here. Let's say, again, back to that example, that bill comes in. Okay, not ideal, but it's okay because I have money. I have money coming to me. The 3D is unfolding as we speak. This is all changing. This is not permanent because I am financially free. I know I will be financially free. Either one, it doesn't matter, but it's a knowing. It's a guarantee instead of it's up in the air and I'm really hoping, but we don't know what's going to happen. So hopefully that's more clear for you guys. Please, it's never about the words. It's never about the words that you use. It's what it implies. Okay. So yeah, you guys can get excited. You can get excited. It's like, ooh, when SP reaches out to me, I wonder how it's going to happen. Is he going to call me? Is he going to just show up at my door with flowers? Is he going to run into me at the grocery store? I don't know, but it's fun. It's fun to entertain these possibilities. So because we don't know the how, it's fun to entertain the how. And there's nothing wrong with it. You're entertaining it, knowing that it's guaranteed, knowing that it's done, and you're just having fun. You're just having fun. So yes, guys, get excited if it feels good to you. Get excited. And the last piece of this, and I just want you guys to understand, none of these things are required. Okay? None of these things are required. But these are all really helpful things that you can go to when you're like, I'm noticing the manifestation isn't here, So the last thing that I want to touch on is, excuse me. Last thing I want to touch on is gratitude, being grateful. And I don't really feel like this is talked about so much. Could be wrong, but so when you're grateful for something, it implies that you already have it. So you wouldn't be grateful for something that isn't yours. You wouldn't be grateful for something that you don't already have. So being grateful is really, really powerful. Also, if because I had a client ask me, I want to be grateful for this thing, but I feel like it's fake because I'm not experiencing this right now. And in fact, I'm experiencing the opposite. So how can I get into that state of gratitude if I don't have it? And I get it. If you don't feel that you can be grateful for the thing that it is that you want, and for me, I can do that because I know it's mine. I understand that the moment I have a desire, it is mine. So I can feel gratitude in that moment. But if you can't, that's okay. You don't have to feel gratitude for the specific thing that you want to manifest. You can go to a more general place of gratitude. So things that you're grateful for now that you have, that you're experiencing. Something that I used to do a lot, and I still do pretty often, is just being grateful for this understanding, being grateful for realizing the truth of who I really am beyond my physical 3D self. I am the all. I am everything. I am reality. I'm the source of my 3D experience. I'm the cause of everything that I experience in my life. I feel immense gratitude for that knowledge and understanding. Like, if that's something that you can lean into, go there. You can even go to, I'm grateful for waking up this morning. I'm grateful I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for family members. I'm grateful for friends. Whatever you're being grateful for, allow it to be genuine so that you can get into that state of gratitude. And when you're there, you receive more in your physical world to be grateful for. So it doesn't have to specifically be about the thing that you're trying to manifest. It can just be a general sense of gratitude and appreciation. And again, like I said, that puts you in that state and that allows you to experience more of it. That's how the 3D works, guys. Like, when you are feeling love, you will experience more love. When you're feeling abundant, you will experience more things that make you feel abundant. So when you're feeling gratitude and appreciation, you experience more to have gratitude and appreciation for. So yeah, guys, that's really it. It's choose, decide, declare who it is that you are now. Navigate through the 3D by being okay with everything, knowing that this isn't permanent, knowing that your 3D is changing and shifting and molding to who you say you are now. Choose to see everything as working out for you, because it is. It is. And give gratitude as often as you can for whatever you can find something to be grateful for. And really the last thing is, if you ever contradict this new identity for yourself. So again, sticking with the theme, financial freedom. If you have a moment where, you fall or you spiral and you're like, oh my gosh, I just spent 3 days, dwelling on all the problems and dwelling in the fact that nothing's changing and this is always what I get and all of that. Okay. That's okay. It's okay. That's all done now. Every moment is a new moment. You're a new person at every moment. So choose to return to that decision. Remind yourself, this is who I am. This is who I am because I said it's who I am. I don't need anything to validate me. I don't need anyone to give me permission to make this decision. I am this because I've decided it, and I'm going to go ahead and live my life now knowing that it's all working for me. It's all happening for me. It's all unfolding for me in this moment. Okay? So this is what I do when I decide, and I really think that this will kind of give you guys a little bit more, understanding of how to live your life every single day. Because I know, I tell you all the time, just decide, there's nothing else to do. But a lot of you guys really want more clarity and more insight onto, like, how am I supposed to live my life? What am I doing every single day? How do I deal with these things? And that's how. You let everything be. You go with the flow. You get excited. You remind yourself it's done. Remind yourself you already have it if you need to. And be grateful. Be grateful. So I hope that this video was helpful for you. I know that it was for at least one of you. If you have any questions about this or anything, you can leave it in the comments below. You know I love reading your comments and I always try to reply to you guys. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how things start moving and changing for you when you can kind of be more aware of these things and start applying them to your life. So have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video.